Welcome back for another episode of the So What Now podcast. We in Hi, Hello, Lads, and we about to have a podcast.
I know that's right. You about to talk with our friends. We interviewing you back. If you're back, thank you.
We missed y'all.
It means you crazy too. That means you
what
might
are you
need
doing here every week?
I don't know. Listening to, because we're smart.
You look like a cool ass like pirate.
Auntie?
No, pirate.
Pirate? Oh, yeah. Wait.
Or like hippie or something. Where is this vibe from?
I should. This is perfect.
You don't look like you should be smoking. Yeah.
I don't know. I got this from Caddy for my birthday.
Yeah.
I got these jeans off a garage sale for $5.
You look so cool.
These little Levi's and the shoes. I think I sent them to you before I got them. Somebody told me to get them.
You look like you have like casual sex partners and stuff. Like you look really cool.
That would be so cool. And girl, Sahara. Okay, where are the men at? Maybe I'll go out. I was going to change back to the dress afterwards.
No, this is a vibe.
Go outside like this.
You could even lean into like lesbian with this vibe.
Let me tell you something. Okay, I'm not a lesbian. But Jenna, I think we talked about it. Jenna sent me a video of some girl. She was like, if I don't hurry up and get a man, I might go this way. And it's those like studs, but that really look like a man. They be like real swaggy and real cool.
Yeah.
She sent me one. I said, wait a minute. Who is this?
Check yourself.
Yeah, Carla, what are you? Don't look twice.
Yeah.
They look like they can like do a Kevin Gates on you.
Well, you look really cool. Like you're leaning into it.
I like your little hat.
Thank you.
You look like you said you got to your body goal weight, right?
Yes, but you know, I actually have like I think I'm starting to have an unhealthy relationship with my body. It is such a small window of what I like as far as weight. When I'm happy and I'm unhappy, it's like less than 5 pounds.
But I've already told you have body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
Like 1,000%.
Yeah.
I don't need to be like licensed to tell you that.
Because I'm down to like 132 now, and I'm like, I don't like this. This is too skinny. But then like 136, I'm like, this is perfect. Like right here.
4 pound difference.
But then like
you get to 37
above that, I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? Yeah, I get problems. That's probably not healthy for me to mention, but just so y'all know.
I mean, it's honest. Not that it's not healthy. It's just honest.
Such a small window though. Like you can't live like that. You can wake up.
So
a burger can get you over the edge either way.
I will tell you that watching you struggle with that, because you look so good. And it is, I do see it in you. Like I see how you freak out sometimes about certain foods and stuff, or not eating, or like going to the gym. And I love it because you look amazing. But I've decided to just embrace me. You know who I showed you Erica from Good Moms Bad Choices with the big curly hair. I am obsessed with her body.
Okay.
Obsessed with the way she dresses. Like I just love, and she's just like the cutest thing ever. But she's not thin. And her co-host is like a stick. Like Mila's super skinny, real cute, whatever. And I'm like, why don't I just embrace what I got? Yeah. Keep working out, keep doing but I'm just like, I'm not gonna wait till then. So I was like, okay, I with moderation. I need to keep working out and wearing certain things, but I'm like, just because I hate my arms. My arms is one thing that I really don't like. There's a lot of things on my body that I don't like, but I'm like, just wear the clothes.
And just to point out, the working out does not have to be to get you to a certain weight.
No.
There's so many benefits to lifting weights, like with your memory and like just like, so it doesn't have to be about like.
No, I'm not doing it for
But didn't I tell you when getting a BBL just last week? We sat right here.
Oh,
and you said you were getting a BBL.
I am working on it. It hasn't been 3 months. I haven't seen her changes yet. Give me a second. Let me see what her booty look like in a couple months. And I might go to her surgeon.
Oh, I love you.
I will. No, working out has definitely helped me with actually, the fact that I said, I think I was bullshitting when I said I'm not going to smoke for the rest of the month. But
when did you say that?
On Monday, I told that to myself.
Oh, and why did you decide that?
No reason.
Oh.
Well, I just remember being really anxious to Monday night to Tuesday. Now I do have work travel coming up and leaving for travel, but something was up. Something was like, I was at Wendy's house and I'm with her mom and I'm talking and they kept asking me what's wrong. And I'm like, I don't know. It felt like something was looming. Something was coming. Literally an hour later, I get the text message.
Oh.
And that just put me even further down. And I felt it like, I'm like, I don't know if I should scream, cry, fight, go off. Like it was all these emotions that I'm feeling, and it's that motherfucker. Anxiety is just coming and creeping, and I was like, I can't. I'm not smoking, and that's when I was like, you're not gonna smoke. You're not gonna numb it. You're gonna feel it because this is a lot more than usual, and I didn't expect for it to hit me like that because it doesn't happen often. So I said, no, feel it and go through the feelings. So I'm going through the feelings, but also, girls on meth. So I'm doing all right too. I might not be doing one drug, but I'm doing the other one.
A prescribed one.
A prescribed one. I'm back on, I'm not on Adderall anymore. I switched to Vyvanse.
Okay.
Uh,
Never heard of this one.
there's only 2 stimulants for ADHD, Adderall and Vyvanse. And I switched over to Vyvanse. One pill has lasted me 4 days.
Mm.
So I don't take the whole thing. I
Okay.
refuse. I'm
You like
not that
break it
much of
up
a
and take,
crackhead.
yeah.
Yeah, I take a little bit of it. But it's really helped me, focus and taking a little bit of it. So that's also taking the edge of me having to smoke because the anxiety is not hitting me as much because I'm
Okay.
getting things done. So I'm not feeling as overwhelmed. But yeah, your girl's on back on her drugs.
You feel
And
like it's helping?
for sure, I was able to sit down, even like getting the office done. I was on the drugs when I found my grandpa. I couldn't believe I lost my grandpa for all that time.
Oh my gosh.
I think he moved dead ass. What was he doing in Psalm's room?
Your grandpa's ashes. You
Yes.
lost your grandpa's ashes.
For like 4 days.
Like,
And I didn't know there's no way. I'm telling you it moved. I'm telling you it moved. And I was telling my cleaning lady because she's the one that found them.
yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, my grandpa. She was like, what? I'm like, you found them? Like, she's like, oh, I don't know what it was. So I grabbed the ashes. And I was like, do you ever feel anything in this house? And she was like, yeah, but I'm not scared. And I was like, yeah. I was like, what do you see? She's like, well, the door is open sometimes and the lights will go on. And I was like, yeah, that's him. And she was like, well, I'm like, yeah, he died right in that room. And she was like, oh, I knew it was something, but I didn't feel scared. But I think he moved for real.
What do you keep it in?
It's a little urn. Okay. My dad's is big. My grandpa's is small. It has like dolphins around it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I found him. It's a lot. So yes, my anxiety is a little bit off, but I did post about being medicated Molly now because when my shades, not the shades, my blue light glasses come on, that means I'm gonna be focused on the computer and getting my work actually done. And some people were like, be careful, you can get addicted, it's so bad for you. And one girl was 1,000% projecting, and she said so because she has a sister apparently that died from medication abuse, and it's valid. These medications are strong, they are addictive, it can go off the deep end, but I do use it as needed.
Yeah.
And some people get scared off of that, right? But if you need it, you need it. Like that's it. That's the way my brain works. I need it, but the working out has allowed me to not need as much of it. So I will say that does help.
That's good.
Yeah, because I'm a gym girl.
I'm glad you found something that works for you.
Yeah, but Adderall's always work. There's a love-hate. As much as it helps, I see it, then I don't want to take it.
Because you don't want to have to take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, oh, just brain work. Like, look, you could do it. See, you did it. Now replicate it without it.
Yeah.
And my brain's like, I'm like, do it again. It don't work. It's just like the man without the Viagra.
Yeah.
That's my brain. It's like Viagra, ding, and then no Viagra. So that's me. And I'm sure the man every time tried to. The men that need Viagra, I never had one, but I know they be in there trying.
Yeah.
I don't need this pill, and then it never comes up. No. If y'all didn't hear that.
Like it's not connecting. It's not
connecting. It doesn't connect. That has to be embarrassing, though. Oh, man. Especially if it happens with somebody that you don't love.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, no, like imagine you're just like with a random person having casual sex and they can't get up. I would crack on you.
Carla.
What? You're wasting my time. If I love you, I get it because I care for you. But we just casually doing the do, and you come in here and you can't work. Wasting my time.
Who's the woman of the week?
Okay, not Viagra.
How did we get here?
I don't know. Okay. Woman of the week. We have 2 because women in sports are the thing at the moment.
I see that. This is a trend for you.
It's a trend.
It's your people, so I get it. It's your people.
My athlete
it's your community.
Teammates. Yes, my community of athletes. But no, if you realize there's been women athletes forever, right? We weren't recognized when I was a star. Yeah, when I was a star, I wasn't really recognized.
Yeah.
Now they're getting the shine they deserve. But these 2 are old heads like us. So shout out to them for finally getting recognized into the U.S. Olympics Hall of Fame. Allison Felix, she's a track star. Yes. And Serena
Somebody told
Williams.
me I look like her before. Allison Felix, yeah.
I can see y'all have like the little head. You got her arms, which is good because track athletes have like really good arms, but no. Yeah. Also, she's like dark skin.
That don't mean I can't look like somebody because they're features. Okay, fine. What? So they were inducted into the Hall of Fame because they're just like rock stars.
Yeah, for track and for
tennis.
Serena Williams for tennis.
See, I know that because I know sports.
Did you see Serena at the Met Gala?
I didn't. The only thing I saw about the Met Gala was Rihanna's baby.
Oh,
yeah.
I saw Kim Kardashian's outfit.
I know they were talking pretty bad about her.
Were they? They're such
They say she does the
haters.
same silhouette and stuff every time.
It's the only body she got. What else
That's
she
true. I
supposed to
mean,
do?
good point, valid point.
Like they want her to come off like what? Like the shape like you? She can't do that.
Valid point, valid
I
point.
don't know. But yeah, shout out to them. And just more and more women athletes, female athletes. But even then, the female athletes, I see them switching into other lanes.
You
so I
were
like that.
in a Hall of Fame as well, right? I saw a picture of you recently where you were in some sort of basketball Hall of Fame.
What is wrong with you?
I just want people to know that you were one of the basketball greats. Could have been a GOAT.
I am the GOAT. What you mean? GOAT right here. GOAT me. What do you mean?
I will never get over this. And I will never let you live it down.
I am not living it down. I was an all-star, okay? I played overseas. The Bahamas.
In Puerto Rico?
In the Bahamas. In the Bahamas is overseas. You need a passport.
I cannot deal with this.
And we won the championship.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, every team needs a water boy.
That's the one that can't run a mile before training. Like, it took her to 40 to do something athletic. And you're going to talk about me? You always got to have a hater in your corner.
I have no doubt that they let you participate. But
Child's
being
in the
great in WNBA material,
I'm going to call Jennifer. I'm going to call my coach.
All right.
Cindy Richardson. I'm going to call her.
Let's get into the mess, girl. What is the mess?
A little mess. So you guys know that So What Now essentially is, as you get older, you're realizing there's different stages to your life and it's unknown. It's like, so what now after divorce, after children, after being now an empty nester? There's like all these different things, being a new mom at a late age. So it's like, so what now? Well, this story, I think I want you to tell it kind of what happened, but to just talk about what you can and can't do and what you would or wouldn't do when you get to a certain part of your life.
All right, so let me just give y'all a little background.
Because, I don't do housewives.
Not everybody is a housewives girly. I'm a housewives girly.
You are definitely a housewives
girl. So Porsha.
You know where you should go?
Porsha.
I'm going to pitch you to go to BravoCon.
Oh, I would love to go to BravoCon.
Okay, you should go to BravoCon. Okay, go ahead.
And can Michaela come?
I don't know.
She's my Bravo friend.
I don't even know who I would pitch it to, but I'm thinking about it.
So Porsha returned to Housewives after not being on for a couple seasons.
Oh, I didn't know
that. She's newly going through a divorce with a man that she met on Housewives before she left. This man was a fellow castmate's husband.
Okay.
So you literally see the scene where she meets this man for the first time when she goes to visit the girl at her home.
So they were married together.
They were married, yes.
Happy.
I don't know about happily, but they was married.
Clearly not.
So at some point, the guys get a divorce or announce he's separated, and like very shortly after, probably not even a month, him and Porsha announce that they're together and they get married, right?
So how quick they got married?
Very quickly.
Okay.
But with that, some people have did you take the husband? Did this happen before they were separated?
Right.
Like, it's been questionable. Porsha has always denied it. Current day, bring it back to present day.
How long ago was this?
Couple years.
Okay.
Bring it back to present day. Porsha is back on Housewives. She's going through a divorce with that man.
Okay.
She gets in an argument with a married woman. The argument's over. The lady leaves. Later in the night, Porsha and a couple other women from the show, reflecting on the night, talking shit, just kikiing and stuff. And Portia's like, so-and-so better shut the fuck up before I fuck her husband. Yes. Porsha said that out of her own mouth.
Okay.
The woman who currently has a reputation as a husband taker.
And she wasn't there.
No, she was upstairs and overheard it and came down and confronted Porsha.
Oh, so she heard it. Okay.
She heard it. Yeah, she heard it firsthand. So this is not made up.
Okay.
Even the women who were there were
and what'd she do?
So this is all off camera also. So this is after production has all shut down.
So there's no evidence of this?
So also because of that, we know this was not for TV. We know Porsha straight up said this. Whether it was a bad joke or she meant it, this wasn't no TV shit.
Okay.
So this is something that Porsha is saying.
Okay.
So, first of all, I've never liked the old "I'll take your man" ass bitch. I don't like that.
I don't like it because I wouldn't want someone around me. I think I asked you this when we were discussing this before, but now I'm realizing it's not on video. The women that she was speaking to, were they all single? Was it like a group of single women?
Actually, I think one of them is married. So I think Britt was there, and Britt is married right now, even though they say her husband's DL.
Oh, so
And
she
then
don't count.
the other women are like going through a divorce.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think there are certain things that when you're with your homegirls, kind of like locker room talk for guys,
Okay.
that you say certain things and you may not mean it. Now there was a difference with Porsha.
Uh-huh.
She's in the umbrella of it, has done it already, right?
Uh-huh.
Or she can if she wanted to. Also, because Portia's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Gor-
10,
Head
10, 10s across
to
the board. Yes.
toe. She's
Body,
funny.
face.
She's charismatic. Like,
Very much can fuck your husband.
easily. Eyes closed. Don't need to try. All she had to say is hello. And the man
Yes.
is like
Yes.
there. So if this is a man that can be taken and he's not like grounded in his
no,
marriage.
allegedly he been in the streets,
Okay, allegedly.
which makes it even worse.
So I feel like it could have been taking Porsha out of it and just saying it's a beautiful woman with her homegirls locker room talk. I can see that being funny because it's like, I done it. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with me because I could do this. You know, I can see it being funny, but also for the, what was the argument about?
Something petty. Something petty.
So it's petty.
I think it was actually about Porsha saying stuff, like spreading the rumor or letting it be known that there's words out there about this woman's husband doing things. So
I'm trying to help you out, girl.
yeah.
I'm trying to help you out. I think it's wrong, but if I look like Porsha, I would say some stupid shit like that too. I would. I don't think I would take your husband, but that is scary.
Carla.
Do you know how scary it is to have Porsha say that she's gonna take your husband? I would be petrified.
I know, because she really would. But also, walk that back. You would say that anyway. You do not need to look like Porsha. You would say that with your chest, honey. You would say that with your chest.
Just because that is scarier than saying I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah.
I would rather you drag me by my weave than tell me you're gonna mess with my man, especially like with my ex, which I know he would.
Especially when my man ain't shit.
Right. So if you didn't know your man out in the streets, that is petrifying. I know she was scared, shaking in her boots. She went home and cried.
Yeah.
That'll make you cry. A woman like Porsha who is now single, rich, gorgeous, to say something like that, I'd be watching my back all day long. Even if Porsha living her life now.
Well, everybody's saying that Porsha is not a girl's girl and she is officially a man stealer. Would you have Porsha around your man?
No.
Porsha, please don't take him.
Don't take my man.
That's all I
got. Man, please. I only got this one. I tried really hard. Especially, imagine if I paid Anwar that $10,000 and she take that man. Is she gonna give me a refund? And she be like, here's your money back? I don't know. I think that there is such thing as female locker room talk.
Okay, Trumpet.
And what you mean?
Locker room talk. That's what Trump said with the grabber by the pussy.
I think that everybody has that.
Yeah.
We all say things amongst our friends that are like something you wouldn't say.
You're just talking shit.
There's plenty of times that we've said things but we can never say that on the mic.
Right. But unfortunately, when you've done things,
that's what makes it funnier.
Like if you're a murderer, you could be like, all right, keep fucking around, I'm gonna kill you.
I bet you Ted Bundy said that. I bet you Ted Bundy walked around all the time talking about, I'll kill that man if you do something to you and just keep moving.
You can't do that because it's like, actually you would. And so it's no longer a joke.
I think that makes it funnier.
Especially, but Porsha is really like adamant that she didn't take Simon, and no, it started clearly after him and Fallon was done. So for you to make a joke like you're gonna take somebody's man, it's like, girl, like read the room. Like
she did read the room.
You're the one person that can't say that.
She's trying to appease the divorcees. They're miserable. They want to laugh. They want to be like, I want to take somebody, man, because like we clearly can't hold on to ours. So teach us. Then the one that's married, you said her man is gay. So she's just like, well, you can't take mine. So I'm gonna kiki right along with you because he don't want you and he don't want me either.
I don't know.
And then the one that heard it, she didn't slap her, she pussy.
No, she didn't. She just left. She was like, she got upset. She was a mature woman because she was upset. She was like, I'm not gonna be here.
A woman like Porsha, off camera.
But Porsha also will fight. She fought on Housewives. So yeah.
So it's the other one that don't know how to fight.
Kenya ass.
Kenya?
Yes. And
Kenya's a big woman.
Now that I think about it. Listen, if you ever want to just zone out and not think about your problems, you need to watch Real Housewives.
But I feel like I've never watched it, so I feel like I would have to go back 17 years. They've been around forever.
No, but like you don't necessarily have to know like the last backstory. But with there being so many seasons, that is a way to just like binge and just like bed rot. Like also, I don't know if I'm going to, but I have looked at the clips because Brittany
Renner?
Yeah,
That
is
Basketball
on
Wives.
Basketball
That I
Wives
want to
again.
watch. That I want. It came out Monday.
Yeah, so
That I
I'm
do
like,
want to watch.
I used to love Basketball Wives back in the day. I'm like, do I want to watch to
I
see what Brittany is doing?
Is Evelyn on it?
Yes, Evelyn's
I
back.
love me some Evelyn.
Evelyn's a bully to me.
She is. I like it. If you said it's TV, it's just entertainment.
Evelyn is not nice. She like to come after people that she knows she can beat up. I don't like that.
It's entertainment. I think she's great for TV for what it is.
Okay, switching gears just a little bit. So
Right.
do you know that Evelyn's daughter
Right.
has a baby with the game?
Has that been confirmed?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's confirmed.
All right.
How you think Evelyn feel about that?
Why? She fucked the game?
No, I just feel like he's kind of a loser.
Did you see what just happened to him?
Yes, he's
The
having his
house?
home taken
Literally taken because he
for a
owes
settlement. He owes this girl.
Once the house gets sold, he will still owe her $3 million.
Exactly.
And this is all because he was so arrogant to not show up to court.
Yep, not going to court.
And the judge was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna disrespect my courtroom." Not only
her money.
It was only like $1 million for the actual pain and suffering. The rest was for disrespecting the court and not showing up.
Yes, but also, Evelyn was friends with the game's ex.
Who's the game's ex?
Some lady that we don't. She's
And
then her daughter had a baby with him.
I feel like these are problems that are a little bit different for us because there's a different amount of money involved.
Right. Not necessarily. Like, there's a big pool of people her daughter could have. Of all these men with money available to you, you went after the game.
Are they together?
I don't even think they're together, which is even worse.
Yeah. Because you waited long enough.
She is gorgeous.
Ooh, that girl's so
my
pretty.
gosh.
That girl is so pretty. I don't know if she would be upset. I'd be upset because every time I see my daughter's man, I want to hunch him.
The game?
He's fine.
Carla, I think you just horny at this point. Okay, so that's the game. Shannon Sharp. Who you said last episode?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
They're
we
all
need to get you laid.
No.
They are, but like the game gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Really? But not Kevin Gates.
No, Kevin Gates gives me the heebie-jeebies too.
I don't find Kevin Gates handsome. Like he didn't do it for me.
He looked like he do nasty things.
I don't want that.
I do.
Have you seen the game in his undies on Instagram?
Yeah, I can't say what it looks too girthy for me.
I just think he's a very handsome guy.
And it's like a tree trunk.
It's like this mic right here.
I don't think bigger. It might be, unless I got scared and just made it bigger. But I'm like, I don't think I can handle all that.
I don't know.
I can't take it.
You had a baby.
You heard me?
What?
I can't take it.
Have you ever told that story?
No, we're not going to. Not yet. That's a behind the paywall situation.
Okay, y'all remember when we start doing something behind the paywall? Remind me to tell y'all the story of Dex talking about I can't take it.
Anyway, thank you for indulging me in a reality TV moment. Let's shift gears and talk about motherhood.
Okay, let's do that.
Did you see Amina Butterfly?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So this is the lady, she's been on Love and Hip Hop, and she was with Peter Guns.
Mm-hmm.
Her child is refusing to go to school.
What show was that? Because I actually watched
Love and Hip Hop.
Okay,
back in the day when it used to be good.
Yes, it was good back then. I remember them. That's when the No Neck guy was in it too, right? Benzino. Mm-hmm. That was a good season. Mona Scott did her thing back then. Okay, so yeah, she had a whole video, how we just be going online and telling our business.
Being nosy.
Yeah, so we be nosy and we're watching it. Should we play it? I think we can play it.
Yeah.
Let's pull it up. It's kind of long, but.
So my daughter just recently started skipping school, like refusing to get up in the morning to go to school. She's 10, she's in 5th grade, and she just won't get up. And I know one thing I'm not going to do is fight in the morning, fight with my kids. I'm not going to drag her out of bed. I tell her 4, 5, 6, 7 times, get up and get yourself together, and she just won't do it. So, yeah, I don't know how to handle this. Not coming on here for parenting advice, but I'm just curious.
I'm gonna stop it there because you're not coming here for parenting advice.
Did she happen to say how old the little girl is? 10.
So there are a few things here that I saw. So we bring her situation up because this is common, right? Especially nowadays, or most kids, you don't always want to go to school. I can see you not wanting to take it out. So I'm starting. I showed you this morning on FaceTime. He is before. It's like the second I got up out the bed, he was awake. 6 a.m., 5 a.m. when I was doing radio. Now he just, girl, bye. I don't want to wake up. Give me 5 more minutes. Like he stays sleeping. So kids, they want to stay in bed and they're tired. So that's one thing. But a 10-year-old today,
refusing to go to school.
My question is, are we exploring why? Because she's just like, she don't want to get up. She don't want to get up. She don't want to get up. What is the reason? We've watched way too many children her age, 10, 9, 8, 11, 12, committing suicide because of bullying. Is she getting bullied? Is she depressed for some reason? Is there something happening at home or not at home or somewhere? What is bothering this child so much that this is now a constant thing that she does not want to get up and get out of her room?
Because when I heard it, my initial reaction went to, what the fuck you talking about? Get up and go to school. But then you're right. Like when you take a step back and look at it deeper, she's only 10. 10-year-olds supposed to love, like that's your social time.
Yes,
like love
they want to go play.
School.
You used to
it's
have
a
recess
force of enjoyment.
at 10.
That's like, it's like, what happened? What shift gears to make her not want to go to school?
There is something there because I can understand every once in a while or after vacation, you're not wanting to get up and go to school. I can see all of that. I don't understand how a 10-year-old could consistently not want to leave their room or get dressed or listen. And at 10, get your ass up. I'm not just going to let you stay home for no reason. Give me a reason.
Is this still a thing? Can't your parents get in trouble if you don't go to school?
Yes. They called DCF on me.
Wait a minute, what?
Because it's elementary school. Yeah, girl, because my daddy kept taking her to Puerto Rico and the DR. They were just traveling up. And I didn't really care about elementary school. What you learning? Like, you're learning something. So she was never in school, girl. They used to call people on me all the time. And I'd be like, she's on vacation.
Yeah.
She's learning about, I don't know, plátanos and I don't know what else in Puerto Rico. Let her live. Like, and I'm glad that I did that because my dad ended up passing away like when they were going into 6th grade. So, that's a whole different story.
But Amina just like, I'm not going to fight her about it.
I'm not going to fight you. You don't have to fight her, but we can figure out what's wrong with the baby.
Yeah.
That is a child. 10 is still so young.
Bruh, I used to, okay, so not going to school. Of course, we always don't want to go to school. But when you used to stay home with my mama, she used to make you fucking miserable, bro. It's like, I should have went to school. Oh, you sick? No TV.
Oh, yeah?
No snacks. No this, no that. Like, you like, damn, I should have took my ass to school. She like, oh, you can sit up straight? Come mop the floor.
Yes.
It was like, I should have just took my dumb ass to school.
You know what I used to do? I feel bad. I used to take hot showers and drink really, really, really hot tea.
So your temperature?
So my temperature would go up. And then I would do the thermometer and show her that I had a fever. I said, you don't have that many kids to not know what the hell I had going on.
You
what?
always been
A little
sneaky.
scammer. I used to give myself a fever. I used to pretend like I was throwing up. What? I'm not going.
My mom would say stupid shit like, you too sick to watch TV. You too
So-
sick to go to school. You too sick to watch TV. It's like, damn,
I know.
I should have just went to school.
So because I was such a little scammer myself growing up, Ayana had stood no chance. None at all. It was like, oh yeah, you can't. There's nothing. There's nothing here for you to do.
Michaela used to be like, there's testing today. We're going to just be stuck in a room because like a certain grade is testing. Oh, well.
Didn't Michaela have like perfect attendance at some
Yes, she
point?
did.
You were so proud of your daughters.
I did not play about going to school.
I thought that was abuse.
Because also, single parent here, if you don't go to school, I can't go to work. This is before I used to work from home.
Oh, true. I used to work at night.
Like, bruh, take this cough medicine and let's get out this door.
We got bills to pay.
It was hard times.
No,
Forgive me, baby.
You were so, I'll never forget that. You were so adamant and so happy about that girl having that paper that said perfect attendance. And I said, oh, she don't love her kids.
I said, you going to school because I got to go to work.
Yeah, no. Ayana missed a lot.
And then when I don't got to go to work, you really going to school.
Because I'm trying to enjoy myself here at home. No, I kept Ayana home sometimes. Not a lot, but I didn't mind it if it was especially to go on vacation with my parents. That was vacation for me.
Girl, now Michaela be up there like, oh, I can't go to school today because it's raining. I'd be like, it's your
in college?
Decision. Yeah. It's your decision. You know, okay. I just shut up.
Did she have a full ride?
Yeah.
Oh, girl, bye.
Yeah.
Don't go to school if you don't want to.
I can't go to school. Okay, it's raining. Okay. Mom, you don't understand Tallahassee weather. It's different here. Okay. Okay. 4 hours away. I don't get it. You're right.
What can you do?
My business.
I think going to school every day is literally like slavery.
Yeah. Here we go. How do we get here?
It is. You're there. They're telling you what to do the entire time. You're restricted to this one room.
If it's open, there's something to learn.
Not all the time. I just feel like you gotta love your kids by keeping them home sometimes. I was talking to Psalm's therapist. We were doing like a monthly review, and we're talking about him going to school now. And I am worried because when I'm thinking back to me going to school, I feel like it was extremely traumatic.
Really?
You keep us for 8 hours in one room. You don't walk around. You talk to only the people in that room. Like, what? That's not a way to learn. You don't learn like that. And that's why I was always in trouble because I walked from teacher to teacher, classroom to class. I was always in trouble because I can't sit still. What's going to happen to Psalm?
Do you don't think that that is being taken in consideration now, and they do offer like different learning styles in different schools that take that into consideration?
I have to advocate a lot. I'm gonna go through a lot of
Oh, yeah,
fighting,
you
like
were gonna
Ariel's
talk.
going through.
There we go, Ariel.
Oh, that's in there?
Yeah.
Love that. Look at that. Segue. Perfect. No.
Segue.
So I posted on my social media. I do want you guys to go to a friend of the pod, Ariel. It's _Ariel B, I think it is her Instagram. She has a 5-part or 6-part series right now where she is essentially fighting Orange County, the school system, because she has a son that does have a 504 plan. So he has like a learning disability, essentially. And her son reminds me so much of Psalm. First of all, Psalm walks around the house now with a gun talking about, put your hands up, pew, 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 because he was playing with her kids. You know, they're boys and running around with water guns. One thing he picked up, hands up, pew, pew, pew. But they're hyper, they have fun, they learn differently, they're not big talkers. So I just see like an older version of Psalm, extremely smart, athletic as hell, right? But he taps on tables, or he like likes to get up and walk around. Not a destructive kid, not that he's screaming, he's not doing many things, but he's just not sitting still. And the school is like, literally, she's fighting them. They put him in school suspension for a week, did not tell her.
That is wild.
A week. And then they told him that that the mom knew, that Ariel knew. So the kid the whole time is like, well, my mom knows. And they were making it seem like it was just this whole thing. So she's going through it, but it's giving me a lot of anxiety about Psalm going into school and how he's going to be treated. And yes, there are different schools, which I was actually looking to a school that Carolina's been telling me about. It's a private. Then I went and looked at tuition and I said, well, damn, I'm going to have to use what I'm sitting on and sell it to be able to put him through school. To just have a place that actually understands him. So I don't think that the schools have changed much. I think it's still the same cookie cutter education, and everyone needs to sit down and focus for 8 hours, and that just doesn't work. It didn't work for me. It's not going to work for my son. It didn't work for my daughter. Like, it doesn't work for everyone. There's people that learn differently.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like the education system is one of the reasons why I wouldn't have another baby. You couldn't pay me enough to have another baby.
I didn't think about that when I was
Which
having
leads us to our next topic.
Which is what?
Trump's incentives for us to have babies.
I'm ready.
Did you see that segment?
Yes.
Did y'all see that?
That was podcaster you. So professional. You got this. Love segues here.
Yes, but so Trump is incentivizing
Ciao.
us having babies. I want to go over some of these with you and let you know what they are.
Because
so
much
we have a low birth rate here in the U.S. I'm not sure if you were aware.
A lot of
I know it don't seem like that on your street with all the kids running around with no shoes on playing. But yes, our birth rate is declining. And so if you have a baby, Trump is proposing a $5,000 baby bonus.
Wow, come
on. Whopping $5,000.
Like the Price is Right. Come on down. You've won $5,000 for having a baby that cost you $40,000 to have.
Yes. So $5,000. What's that going to get you? That's not going to get you labor and delivery.
At all.
That's not even half of labor and delivery.
So first of all, they're waiting for the child. You have to have the child. It has to be a live baby. So the 40 weeks that it takes you to have this baby, doctor's appointments, potential births, medications, the labor and delivery, it's not covering any of that. I think labor and delivery is an average of like $20,000 on the low end if you don't have to have surgery. So we're not covering that. But don't they believe that the child is already a child in conception? The second that there's a heartbeat? Okay, perfect.
But you don't get any money for that part.
No.
You have to successfully deliver the child.
Texas is starting child support while you're pregnant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Texas passed a law that now the dad has to start paying child support when the woman is pregnant. And you can do a genetic testing when you're pregnant.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I feel like there has to be more things like that to get men to take better care of themselves.
Yes, for sure.
But anywho, back to this $5,000. What will $5,000 get you with a baby? It won't. I don't even think that'll get you past.
Would it pay for a year of childcare?
No. Childcare
Yeah.
alone for a baby is about $350 a week.
Yeah.
So no.
So it doesn't get you very much.
It doesn't. It gets you a couple of months of childcare if. So childcare would be like 2 months of childcare.
Right.
So now you got no food, no diapers, no housing.
Mm-hmm.
You can't work as much. Your
No.
vagina's ripped or you're cut open. Now you got postpartum. You need they need doctor visits. They need vaccinations that are required. Food's going up. Baby can't even have eggs.
Yeah.
Can't afford them.
Guess what else they're offering?
Ooh, what are they offering?
Nothing.
Oh.
Not a fucking thing.
Nothing.
They're not proposing changes to like leaves for you to be able to stay at home with your baby longer.
I wish
They're
would.
not proposing changes to paternal leave, no health care, like, incentives as far as like reducing the price or waiving the cost on that. Nothing. $5,000, a one-time payment of $5,000.
Because if it was like $5,000 a month
or
for a
year,
year,
even a year,
$5,000
a year, even a year for a couple years.
That's still not enough. $5,000 a year is not enough, bro.
It's better than this one-time lump sum of $5,000, and he's calling himself the fertilization president.
What?
This is a huge thing this is one of his things that he's
how's he talk?
on.
Does he like this?
Yeah, it's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah.
No, did you also see now that he cut $26 million in Section 8 housing?
But so where they gonna take the baby after they have it?
I don't know. Because now we don't got Section 8 to put him in, so now we got to pay high rent.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to put the baby. So are we taking them to the White House? The babies?
I don't.
Maybe they have plenty
guess
of room.
Well, I mean, Elon baby there. He already babysitting Elon's little boy, so I don't know if he got room for more.
And Elon got 14 of them. So if he brings all his kids in, there's definitely no more room. I don't know.
Mr. Trump, we gonna need a little bit more than this 5,000, honey.
Something. Like I can't be registered Republican out here having you as running it. Like you are. I am ashamed of this kind. No, you know what actually had me literally in tears? Probably a little bit of my anxiety. I fell into the rabbit hole of Palestine and Gaza. Oh my God. And so apparently it was breaking news yesterday that the Israel government decided they're going to take all of Gaza.
Really?
And they're going to move in indefinitely and they're taking it over. And it's a whole thing. But I was just, aside from I really don't understand the political aspect of it. I'm not well versed in it. But I fell into the rabbit hole of the videos. And I don't, again, not in a political stance, watching so many elders and children. It's a genocide. And I just was listening to a story of the Holocaust survivor.
I'm sorry. How many hours do you have in a day?
24.
Because you're listening to like 5 books right now.
So I don't listen to music.
But still, I don't listen to music either. And I still don't have time to listen to 5 books.
You watch Housewives. You know what happened with Porsha. I know.
Yes, but so it's one story at a time. You're listening to Mama Tina book. You watching the information about the Holocaust. You learning about Gaza. What else you told me the other day you did? Like, what do you overlapping? Like, do you do these things? Wow.
It depends on what I'm doing. I'll put.
So ADHD is like a superpower.
It is.
You're like your superpower is like multitasking.
Yes, but then that's also a problem because I don't finish right away. Like if I just stuck to one thing, I could finish the book in 2 days and then go to the next. It takes me a little bit longer to do. But then what you do is you figure out how to delegate. So while delegating and having Courtney do certain things and Casey do certain things and you do certain things, a lot of things can get done with my thoughts. So I'm a visionary. Have you ever done human design?
No.
Your human design?
Here she go, another thing she read about. While she was reading about the Holocaust, while she was reading about segregation, while she was reading about this diet, while she was reading about flossing your brain or something. Like,
yes, the flossing of your brain. That was a really good one too. That's a good article. No, what was I saying?
I don't know how we got here, but now we got a frozen embryo. Sorry, guys. Back to the outline.
Wait, there was something I wanted.
You had a point. You had a very.
It's gone
point.
now. It went away. Squirrel. It went away. Damn. Superpower. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Is your heart heavy though from the things that you've learned?
That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Yes. I was listening to the story of a 87-year-old Holocaust survivor, which I actually met in person one in high school. They brought him to my school.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take that?
No, it's my alarm to remind me of my facial.
Oh shit, yeah, we're about
very
to get
important auntie activities.
So I met a Holocaust survivor. I read Schindler's List. I just re-listened to this, and then I'm watching this, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so familiar. This is literally a genocide of an entire peoples. And I know Palestinian people. So it was just really heavy at just seeing it, and it made me really sad.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know how I got there. But
I don't know how you got there. You want to stay there? Or you want to go back
nope,
to the
I don't want to go back
Okay.
there. I ain't been smoking. I'm gonna start crying.
Well, some people still want to have babies.
Why?
And they're getting frozen embryos. Did you see that this lady? This was
Which
yours.
one?
The lady had the embryo the same age as her.
Girl, yes. Let me open that. That's another thing I read. I was reading. You know, I like to read things. You know what I'm saying? So I found out this lady, and it's insane. Does she have it on here?
Yeah.
So
Scroll
there
down.
is the biological clock thing, right? I see it now in her 40s, but a lot of women are having kids in their 40s. And it seems like they have a lot more patience with their kids. So I think that's great. Have your children if you want to. It is what it is. But there is a high cost to having a young egg to fertilize later on, right? Because you want to have the younger the eggs are, the better it is. So let's say you want to freeze your eggs at 25.
Okay.
Cool. But now you have to have these eggs frozen and pay for them to stay frozen until you're 40.
Oh, you pay like a subscription to have your eggs frozen? I didn't know that.
It's like you have to continue to pay for them to stay. You're not freezing them in your freezer at home.
So it has like their own little locker.
Yeah. It's like in its own thing. So right here, found it.
Okay.
Fun facts about freezing your eggs. So there's a woman, her name is Emma, and she was frozen as an embryo in 1992.
Okay.
So then she was born in 2017. So this baby, frozen in 1992, was unfrozen and made into a baby in 2017. Emma's mom was born in 1991.
Oh, wow.
So the mom is a year younger in egg than her daughter.
Okay.
Ain't that crazy?
I wonder if the daughter has like an old soul.
Me too. I wonder if
I wonder if there's any.
But because it probably wasn't fertilized. It was just the eggs that were frozen. Maybe not. But I also feel like that is such a dope concept that a egg can be frozen from 1992 to 2017, giving people the option to not have to rush to have kids, because you shouldn't have to rush to that. You should be, there's no such thing as being ready. But I also think that we've been talking about it, and I do think people should have kids at 18.
But you know what, though? That's actually a really good point. Some people want to have babies and not necessarily now, or they can't. Why isn't he incentivizing like making freezing your eggs cheaper?
Right.
Like making that a more affordable process, like more people have access to it. Because
he wants more kids, more humans now. And really what they're trying to do is have more white babies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they want the white ones.
I thought they were trying to increase the working population.
That too. I don't know what the hell. I really don't know what he's trying to do, because he should just really be minding his business and go and play golf. Go play golf. Go get a spray tan. You know what I mean? I'd even let Jenna be his spray tan person if he just stayed out people's business. I don't know. But I thought that was really cool. And I do have a friend right now that's going through the process of freezing her eggs. And I do have, today is Wednesday, I have to text her. I have another friend that's getting her embryo implanted today.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it is a very hard process, especially for people that are dealing with infertility. So say a prayer out to my friend. I won't tell you her name, but she's going through it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because it all depends on how many eggs they can extract. And if it's not enough, and who has the problem? Like even with Andrew's life thing, is like his swimmers weren't swimming. Actually, I was listening to Brilliant Idiots. It was wild because Taylor said something that his eggs should go on the Paralympics. Oh. I said, oh my God.
Burn.
That is wild.
Burn.
But yeah, like it's not as easy, and it can be the female, it could be the male, it could be whatever it is, but also there's an option. So if you can, do it. But I also think just have your fucking kids at 18.
Why? Why are you promoting that?
Okay, it was 3 of us that had children. You were 20?
I was 20. Yeah.
So I think what's her face and I, Jenna, were 18 and you were 20. Still young as hell. So I say between 18 and 20 you should have your kids.
Okay.
Because you're living life without a care that you're just living. You know, then you might be in survival a little bit, but then you get to live your life and you don't have all this worry. I worry about something all the time. I'm constantly worried.
You weren't worried about it, huh?
Hell no.
You probably just don't remember it. I think I was very worried.
I mean, yes, you were. Yes, you were. I wasn't. I said, well, we got this. We're living, we're eating. My parents were able to help a lot more.
It's so funny that you weren't worried then and you're overly worried now.
Girl, hot mess.
when more than anything it's going to be okay now because it's in your control. Back then your parents were helping you, but now it's like it's within your control.
But now at this age, you're aware of politics. You're aware
Mortality.
of, yes. Now it's like you see all these things. Right back then, it was like, girl, yeah, like I remember I let Ayana walk to school, and the school was right there.
Yeah.
You know, it was close.
But you would never do that now.
What? Absolutely not. It's like there are times I did wait for her at the corner. I would watch her, but I let her elementary school. I let her walk to school.
I get what you're saying.
So, but it was just like, it's cool. Like, it's fine. She's gonna get here. I'll watch her location, or she had a phone. She'll call me. It was just like, you know, nothing too crazy, but I feel like you live a lot less anxious about life itself. Like, if I would have had a baby with autism when I was 18, I had Medicaid, it would get taken care of. Like, he is just, now I'm like, I need to have the best of this and the best of that and make sure to do it. I would have been like, boy, go outside and play and eat dirt. And that probably would have taken me a lot longer to get him diagnosed too.
Yeah. There you go with that perfect life that never happened.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a perfect time to have your kids.
No, it's not perfect. It's just better.
I don't think that's
because look at you now,
true.
looking good, going outside, hanging out with your girlfriend, which is your daughter.
But the other side of that is, like you said, like, I'm gonna be alone.
You're not gonna be alone.
She's gonna start her
She's
own
gonna
life.
have kids.
I don't know.
You get to raise your grandkids.
That's
another thing. You get to be young for your grandkids.
I'm so excited to be a grandma.
You're gonna be like
50. I'm not in a
50.
hurry, but I'm excited about
like
it.
in 10 years, you're still gonna be young. You're still gonna have things, and you can take care of the
Like
kids while
babies?
she lives her life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. So really quick, this is more of a rant and a little bit of a, how do you feel about this?
Mm-hmm.
So my good homegirl, she's a friend, yeah. B Simone. So B Simone, I love her just because she just says what she gotta say and she gets off the internet, right?
Yeah.
Like, she does her, whether you agree with her or you don't agree with her, it is what it is. And I like people like that. Just don't take the internet too serious, right? We do have a responsibility when you have a platform, but also just kind of live your life and do you.
Mm-hmm.
But this has nothing to do with her life per se. She was talking about flying, and I'm someone that flies pretty often. You fly pretty often and stuff. And she had a complaint about children on flights. Let's see what she had to say. If I can turn it up.
With little kids. Okay, so boom. This is for the mothers. Mothers with toddlers, mothers with little kids. And you know what? I want to know y'all's opinion, even if you don't have kids. Okay, so me and my sister are on a flight from Columbus, Ohio to Atlanta, Georgia. By the way, oh my gosh, Weekend with Women was absolutely phenomenal. But on this flight, right? The flight is an hour and 10 minutes, to be exact. On the flight, there is a toddler behind us. Loud, right? Get it. We already know it's hard traveling with kids. Grace for this mother. Loud. Kicking the seat. Whole time. I look back a few times, like, all right, y'all, like, we're about to take off. I really want to sleep on this flight. I look back. You know, they're grabbing the baby. They're trying to get control of the baby. But at the end of the day, the baby is just rumbunctious. I haven't used that word in years. It's rumbunctious. Is that how you say it? So
come on, B.
Kicking the seat the whole time. My sister like snapped. We had grace and patience the whole hour to 10 minutes, to be exact. Hour and 10 minutes. Baby, that last few seconds, the baby kicked the patience out of her. You hear me? My sister was like, please, get your baby. The whole time I've been patient. I didn't say anything the whole ride. Get your baby. She didn't scream. Let me not be dramatic. But she was like, please get your baby. It was more like a cry for help, not like yelling at the lady. And the lady was like, I'm sorry, he's 1 year old. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else you want me to do. So where's the balance between you expecting strangers to have patience and grace and you getting hold of your baby, or you having to sit in first class? You get what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody can afford first class.
Okay. The reason why I did want to bring this up is because you and I took a flight to Puerto Rico last year.
Yes.
And Psalm had about a 30-minute tantrum. I think actually we had a seat. I bought him a seat. So we had 3 seats. And he was just upset. Lost it for those first 30 minutes. I did not give him melatonin soon enough for him to fall asleep. And I understand that sometimes kids are a lot, but I do remember I got up, I walked around with him. Although you're not supposed to be walking around, you got to do what you got to do. But I also spent the majority of the back and forth of traveling for my grandma in first class. And I also now, knowing that I'm not really sure how he's going to react, I don't fly with him, you know? And I'm waiting for him to get a little bit older. I know a 1-year-old, but as a mom, the fuck you doing traveling with a 1-year-old? Where you going? Where you going?
Maybe to see their family.
Family got to come to you.
Maybe they're traveling for a medical procedure.
I travel for a medical emergency.
Listen, a plane is a public place.
Yeah.
And a kid is going to be a kid. Like, you literally couldn't control some. Like, if you could have, you would have, right?
No, but I'm not allowing for him. The crying is one thing. If she would have said the baby's just crying and crying and crying, I can say, you know what?
If the baby is kicking and being all uncontrollable and flailing, it's not like the person doesn't care.
Melatonin. Melatonin is a natural thing. You got to give it to him.
For me, the plane is a public place. It is unfortunate. In an ideal world, there would be like where you could pay for like adults only flights or some shit.
That would be amazing.
But like, to tell people not to travel because their kid might have a tantrum, like,
nah, it's not a tantrum.
Yeah. Well, instead of the baby taking the melatonin, you take a motherfucking sleeping pill. You go to bed.
It's not strong enough. You need to knock me out with some anesthesia. It might not be
strong enough for the baby. Like, get over it.
I don't know.
I feel like get over it. Just calm down.
I don't think it's something that it's something that we would get over regardless. Like, but the kicking part,
the baby can't.
A 1-year-old, you can grab their legs. That's what I'm saying. It's a baby. Grab their legs. Let them scream, but grab their legs from kicking. That's the kicking part is what's getting to me, because I would not allow Psalm to be kicking a seat. Now, can I get him to stop screaming? No. You're going to have to deal with his crying, and if you don't like it, you go to first class or you go on a private jet. But the kicking part, a 1-year-old, what? Sit down. You need to get a little stronger. You're going to tell me you're going to let your baby just keep kicking?
It's not a matter of letting.
You are letting. It's
so
a 1-year-old.
I mean, that don't mean that you can. That don't mean that you can control it.
An entire hour kicking. I understand a little bit. Like, oh, oops.
I'm sure it wasn't just the whole time. I'm sure the lady was trying to stop her child from kicking the seat.
You can't stop the child to stop kicking for an hour.
Maybe you can't, Carla. Maybe you can't.
I don't know. And if you can't, and if your child tantrums for an hour and 10 minutes, it's just not polite.
Right, but it's not like she.
Or acknowledge the person and tell them, hey, this is happening. The baby don't know manners. It's not about manners. That's not manners.
Right.
That's
the baby don't. So the baby, 1 year old, a behavioral thing.
Mom, the mom is not one. The mom grabbed the kid. You have also for a 1-year-old, you have the things that I used to travel with Psalm. You put him in the thing he can't reach.
She might not have that.
You have to have those things as a mom. How you know it wasn't
their first flight and she don't know that that's how the baby's gonna react?
It's 2025. She didn't say this happened in 1987.
Right.
So you got TikTok, you got Instagram, you got Google, you got ChatGPT. What do I need to travel with my child? A harness so they can't reach that seat and they're attached to you. As a mom, is a responsibility. No, you have a responsibility as a mom.
Okay, we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
Okay, fine. That's because Michaela was a good baby.
No, but you really can't control everything. Literally the other day, Psalm had to touch the fucking charger for those people's Tesla, and you had to let him. You could not stop him.
I did not. I didn't let him. If I would have let him, he would have pulled it out.
Right. You stopped him from snatching it out,
Correct.
But you did have to allow him to touch it.
And guess what? But guess what else would have happened? If we would have been there for an hour, sitting there, you think he would have kept touching that for an hour?
I don't know.
No. As a mom, as a parent, mom, dad, auntie, whatever, if you're in charge of a child, you have to have toys, snacks, melatonin, iPad, something. You need to know your kid. You really that's a responsibility for sure.
We're gonna disagree.
That's just because you get your hair blown out and you look cute and you go to the airport by yourself.
I'm just saying, like, you got to give people grace. Sometimes you just
30 minute grace.
You don't know what's gonna happen, and you can't control your kid.
Not the kicking. I told you the screaming I'm fine with, but not the kicking.
I mean, if you want to have the ideal flying experience, go private.
Yeah, that'd be nice too.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to upgrade my flight for the long flight for first class, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Well, now that we agreed to this, well, we haven't disagreed this whole time. I like it. I like disagreeing.
I'm being nice to you.
Thank you, Jesus, because y'all see me here crying. Okay, so our feel good of the week. For me, I mentioned it earlier. I don't know if I mentioned it last episode or this episode, but I am listening. I'm not reading. Listening to Tina Knowles' Matriarch.
Yes.
Ah, so good. It's a memoir of her life. I think I'm on chapter 8 currently.
Okay.
So good. I am not a huge Beyonce fan. I think I've seen her. I love her music. I think she's great. I'm not a Beehive. I'm not part of the Beehive.
Okay.
But I think she's like amazing. Like
Sucks
I
for
watch
you.
her. First of all, I keep watching videos and I think I want to go to the concert
To see the baby, right?
just to
I
go see the
know.
girls.
Oh my gosh.
The way she's
I hope
dancing.
they're at my show.
Blue will for sure will
Oh
be
yeah, Blue is
there.
actually employed. She's working.
Yeah, no, I want to go for Blue. I love dancers.
Yeah.
I love. That's one thing I wish I could have done.
I wish I could dance too.
Me too. They just look.
No matter how hard I try.
You know the faces.
And it'd be like so smooth.
Yes.
It's like how you made your body.
And then when they did Deja Vu and she did her mom's dance from years ago.
Oh my gosh.
The fact that she looks beautiful is and the mother relationship with them, seeing her with Rumi, it's just the whole thing
That's
of
so
the
sweet.
family I'm obsessed with. But I decided to listen to Matriarch specifically because that word has been floating around for me for a while.
Okay.
And I felt as though even in my family with my dad, unbeknownst to me, leaving me as in charge of his estate, then my grandma passes and I find out she's left me as I'm the youngest actually of the females in the family. So I'm realizing as I get older that I may be the matriarch of there. Like I won't go into that, but whatever. I was really interested in it. So anyway, it's a whole memoir of her life. And I was asking you certain things and I'm like, you already knew all of this.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize, first of all, how old she was. Shout out to her facelifts.
How old is she?
In her 70s.
Oh, I didn't realize that either.
Old as hell. So she's been through a lot, but also we're like old, but also not old enough.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't feel old enough for her to have gone through what she was going to school before segregation.
Yeah.
Literally could not use the whites' bathrooms. Literally could not go into the grocery store, but she was a rebel. And I was like, oh, I am Tina. I'm Tina. Like, I'm definitely not Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce's too quiet for me. You're Beyonce. I am Tina. I'm the one to tell the business what I'm not supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's enraged for you and I'm gonna fight them. So she was a fighter. She had a big mouth. She had ADHD and she talks about how she believes that she had ADHD and no one knew about it. So there's just her entire book has me feeling really good about listening to a mom giving even her mom grades. So she talks about how her mom didn't stand up for her. She was very passive and dormant. Like the fact that all of the children, it was 8 of them, their last name is the same, but spelled different. And it was because she did not stand up to the people that were like, they told her, you better just be lucky that we're registering your kid.
Oh, wow.
And her mom was just like, okay, no problem. And people would say things she would get beat by the nuns in the school and the teachers and all that stuff. And her mom would just like kind of let it pass. And she felt like she didn't stand up for her. So they had a rough relationship for some time. And then she was able to understand why, looking back to their background. So it's just really, it's a really good book about how she became who she is today and really doesn't have much to do with Beyonce itself, but how she became the mother that she is. And like the story of Johnny, her uncle, and how they used clothing and outfits and sewing to like really feed their family and they didn't have the money to dress everybody. So they were always the flyest family with the flyest clothes and she was just always dirty because she was twirling around all the time. How she came up with the name Tina because she changed it from Celestine and Tina, like how they called her name. So it's a really, really good book that I implore. That's a good word. Implore? You see me with
You also been in a dictionary too, right?
What?
You've been in a dictionary?
I haven't. That was my brain.
Oh, okay.
That comes from reading.
Okay.
Yeah, when you read things that be having big words in them, you should listen to it.
Well, you employ us to read the book.
Yes. Okay. Or actually, I want you guys to listen to it.
Yeah, so we hear her voice because she did the narration herself.
The narration for it. Yeah, so you can hear her like little country accent to it. So it's really, really dope. So I want you guys to. Oh, and Beyonce does the
forward,
and so does Michelle.
Oh, I did not know that.
No, it's not Michelle. It's
I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah,
I should download it so I can listen to it while I'm on vacation.
Do you pay for Spotify?
That'd be perfect. No,
I'm
trying to like cut out all my subscriptions or most of them.
Do you pay? You don't pay for Apple Music either?
I do. I need to stop.
Oh. Yeah. I should cut. I have so many subscriptions that I don't use.
I don't even know what they are. I'm looking at my bank statement. I'm like,
do you have Rocket Money?
No.
It's $5 a month, so just pay for a month and you plug in all of your accounts. It'll tell you all of your subscriptions and they'll cancel it for you too.
Okay.
Yeah. So log in. Rocket Money is really dope. I really do use that. Let's do
before we get out of here, do we have a review?
Yes, I'm looking for them right now. Okay, so okay, we got some comments here. Okay,
I'm excited.
So from what episode is this? From episode 28.
Okay.
We have Janice saw. Is it Janice? Janice Kaba. She saw our review of her. We read her review on, I believe it was either one of them. She said, "Hey, thanks for shouting me out. Another great episode. To answer Carla, I went to Colonial High School. My sister played basketball with you. We're coach for. I knew it. That's it. Get me
Carla wrote this review. She's making some shit up. Go ahead, finish reading your fake review. Go ahead, finish reading your fake review.
I hadn't even read this. I told
Go ahead,
you
finish reading your
I
fake
was a
review.
big deal.
This is a setup.
My
I do not
picture was
believe it.
in the gym.
For stealing.
The men's.
Report this if you see her. Report it to the principal.
She said, my sister played with you. So what's your sister's name? Didn't I play with your coworker?
Yeah.
Ask her. Where did I played with her at Boone.
Yeah.
No, that's different.
Okay.
Okay, and then there's another one from DC. I don't know her name. Dex is gorgeous. All caps.
So sweet. Okay, now this is a real review. Go
It's
ahead.
all in her head. There is nothing to fix.
This is a real review. This was not fake.
That one says, "You go gorgeous." This is on YouTube. Make sure you guys go watch the YouTube
Y'all are
videos.
too kind. To the first review, we need a couple more pieces of information. Was Carla any good
Okay.
at basketball? And when I say any good, WNBA worthy. Okay.
WNBA in 2005. Okay? 2005 WNBA. Don't play with me now. These girls are different now. I don't know if I could have made it now. They're big. They tall. It's a different story now. 2005 Carla.
Well, we love you guys. Make sure
Yes.
you rate us on, I'm going to try to go through this. Apple Music.
Apple Podcast.
Apple Podcast. Spotify, YouTube.
And follow us on social media.
And follow us on social media. Yeah, that one
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
we're posting clips of this. Engage with our social media. Share it on your socials. Send it to everybody you know. And thank you so much for just rocking with us.
Yes.
We're about to hit 30 episodes. Shit, I'm 30.
Really, we are?
This is the 30th. Oh my God, this is the 30th episode.
She's 30 now?
She's 30.
It goes by so quickly.
So
They grow up
fast.
so quick.
We're growing up.
Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.